There's 5 things you should never do in your golf swing with your right elbow. You should never turn it out. You should never attach it to your side. You should never spin it on the backswing. You should never pull it in. And you should never straighten it on the strike. I'm going to show you what those are. I'm going to show you what they produce. And I'm going to show you what the fix is instead for each moment in the swing. All right, first off is in the setup. I see this all the time. People set up, and what you do is you turn your elbow out. So you're pointing it that way. When you do this, and you turn your elbow out that way, one, it kind of locks your elbow in place. And then you have no motion in your golf swing, so you can't do that. It also brings the shoulder over. If you do this, you're gonna pick that club straight up and hit shots kind of like that. If that's what your shots are looking like, you might just be turning that elbow out. So in the setup, instead of that, your elbow needs to be in almost as if you're giving blood. You want to give blood in the setup. So set it up like this, then grip it right there. I want to see veins. That's what you want in the setup from the get-go. Already the shot shape has changed. So that's the beginning. And then in the swing, we get messed up, and it's messing up your game, ruining your shots, creating frustration. Let's get to number 2. Okay, there's a drill where you like put things under your arm. It's not bad. It's a good drill, but you've got to understand it could develop bad habits when it comes to your right elbow. Remember, you're putting something under your armpit. You're not really putting it under your elbow when you're doing these drills. And if you do, you're going to be like way down in here. Now, a lot of people say you get connected, all that. You don't not get connected. You do get connected by keeping your elbow in. I want you to have more freedom, more athletic motion in your golf swing, more speed. If you keep that elbow too in on the backswing, you're going to be bunched up, your arm's going to be short, you're going to dip and lean toward the target here. Okay? This, all of that, I used to do. And it's going to produce something like this. Again, low, mostly hooking shots. And you're just not going to be able to figure out what's going on, and they're not even going to go very far. So if that's you, chances are your right elbow is too attached to your body. So here's what you want to do. We want that elbow obviously under here. I want it straighter, longer. I really want you to keep your right arm straight in the backswing. The longer you can keep it straight, the more width you're going to create in the swing. And the more consistency and stability you're going to produce. So I would do, and I constantly do this, I try to keep both arms straight the entire swing as a drill. It's going to bend, but if you feel like you're keeping it straight longer, you're going to start to develop more athletic motion in the golf swing. Look at that, I already got 170 just by keeping my arms straight. And then all you have to do is work on controlling the club face, which is a different video. So practice that. Just keep it straight as long as possible. What it's going to produce is, one, a better right elbow. Two, you're going to have to move your lower body, which is what you want. Big muscles are engaged in the golf swing. That might fix you there. But if you got other problems with your right elbow, we're going to get to that next. You might be saying, where are you, Matt? You've seen the sign. We're at Golf Stick Studio. This place is awesome. San Diego, California. If you are looking to buy clubs or you have clubs to sell, this is the place for you. I mean, they have old school PXGs if you're looking for those. Callaway Apex irons. Look at these Mizunos. Oh my gosh, these Mizunos are just amazing. We've got precision irons. These are the old Ping I2 deals, right? Look at those. You're looking for something. This would be the place to check all that stuff out. Whether you are looking to buy something cool or you have something to sell, it's all here. So link in the video description below. Give them a check out. Buy, sell, trade out, do your stuff. All right, back to the elbow stuff. All right, right elbow. Now you're gonna keep it straight. What happens is, you see this a lot. People get that right elbow and they get it flying out this way. They spin it out, right here, and you spin it out. So what happens when you do this in the backswing? I mean, it could look cool. You come out here and you're just trying for distance. You spin that out, the club's gonna get way across the line, and then you're gonna have to drop it back, and it's gonna be wildly inconsistent. It's gonna mostly produce shots that are just unpredictable. Like that. That would be probably more of what I would predict. That is just, you come way across the line. It's like you're a cowboy with a lasso trying to wrangle something. You don't want that. So as you do your straight arm drill, you might incorporate that in there, but it's simple. Here's what you do. You're gonna take that straight arm back. Now here, all I'm gonna do is supinate it, right? Turn it in this way as you go back. So you're gonna take it back, and I'm gonna try to point my elbow at the ball. You're not gonna be able to, but the better you do it, just a little, you only need a tiny bit. If you start going like this, it's gonna eliminate all of that. So you take it back here and you just try to point your elbow, get it moving in the direction of the ball. You know, don't do that, but just back here and just get it pointed at the ball. Then you'll immediately go from that weird looking shot to this. Whew. Look at, I mean, like, I'm done. That could fix you. There's more, but that's gonna fix you up big time. We probably already fixed this issue, but people still do it. Even pros say, pull down, don't pull down. Do not pull down. That messes up your elbow. So I don't want to be in opposition to this, because I want this, but I also want it to fall straight down. I don't want you to pull. You start pulling, you're pulling it into your side. We want it to fall down. So here's how I like to look at that. First off, if you pull, you're getting this shot here. All right, that's this, and almost like a chicken wing shot. So if you're chicken winging it, you're probably pulling. Some people might take that, but you do this with a 7-iron, you're gonna do it with the driver, and then you're gonna be struggling all day. So here's what I like to do. This is your drill. You can take it back here. Now, all I wanna do is feel like this drops, hands drop down to my leg, and then I'm swinging. That's what your elbow should do. Your elbow should drop and almost unwind here. That's what I want. Drop the elbow and unwind so that you can rotate through the shot. You're not pulling, you're dropping it down to here, like you're trying to put your hand on your thigh. And then that feeling equals this shot. That's what you're looking for, a nice push draw. So it drops down, you rotate through, you got everything you're looking for, 172, 7-iron. Drop it down. There's one more thing that kind of is that impact that people are doing with their right elbow that is, it ruins everything. So we're gonna fix it right now. Okay, here's the challenge. A lot of people, they're trying to straighten out their elbow at impact. They're getting, and it's early extension, but it all happens because you pull down the elbow and then you try to straighten that arm. If you do that, this is what's gonna happen. Well, not only did I hit it fat, you're shutting down the club face, because you're going to really straighten way back here, and that face is gonna mostly close and hit the ball fat, or the earth before the ball. So here's what we gotta do. So instead of me saying, keep the elbow bent at impact, because that's weird. It's going to mess you up. I would never tell you keep the elbow bent through impact, even though you want to. So how do I tell you and help you do that without saying to do that? That's a secret behind this whole channel. I secretly help us get better by doing things we should do without ruining you. So I want you to extend this. I want that to be extended. And I want it to be extended almost at the ball, but after the ball. So I want this right elbow, I want you to fully extend it way out here. That's where I want it. I want you to get full extension here. So I'm telling you to get extension here, over here, versus at here. But what will happen is you will be extending through the ball in the perfect location. So I'm going to do everything we did, and I'm going to focus on extension here. That's your right elbow. If you do all those things, when you're all said and done, you'll look like this guy right here. Look at that. He's got the perfect elbow, both of them. But that right one is why he hit that shot so great. Links below for this place if you need clubs. Hope this helps. Love you guys. See you soon.